My biggest teaching ick is when students complain about the smell of this hallway, and I have to live in it all day long.
My biggest teaching ick is when students drop their Stanley Cup in the middle of class. Like, we get it, you have a Stanley.
My biggest teaching ick is when Mr. Munn crop dusts students in the hallway.
My biggest teacher ick is when people fart in my classroom.
My biggest teaching ick is when I give a whole set of instructions and then students ask, what am I supposed to be doing?
My biggest teaching ick is when students come to school without a charged Chromebook.
My biggest teaching ick is when students lie to me and think they can get away with it.
My biggest teaching ick is headphones, specifically AirPods.
My biggest teaching ick is when students take their musical instruments into the bathroom with them.
When students forget to put their names on papers.
My biggest teaching ick is when students leave gross things in the room like empty water bottles or Kleenexes.
My biggest teacher ick is asking for extra credit when you haven't done the regular credit.
My biggest teacher ick is when kids have dry clay on their hands and they just let it stay on there without washing it off.
I think my biggest teacher ick is when I get that kid that opens up the big bag of Takis in the middle of class and opens them up and starts chomping on all of them.
My biggest teacher ick is when students come up to me and ask, am I your favorite student?
My biggest teaching ick is anytime I have to pick up anything on the floor or off the floor that has been eaten, or a tissue, basically anything that dealt with students' bodily functions in any ways. That's disgusting, and I wish they would just throw that stuff away in the trash on their own.